name, who you guys are. Start with you.
My name's Jeanette. What else would you like to know?
That's fine.
Okay.
My name's Carlos.
Okay.
My name's Rania.
Stella.
Okay. Before we get started, I want to talk about the rules of the group. Now, obviously, what is said in the small group stays in here. Nobody gets to talk about it outside of the group. Respect everybody's privacy, confidentiality. Okay. When everyone listens when somebody is sharing. Don't be rude and talk while somebody is talking. And then everyone must share something. Also, the final rule is if you don't always have to agree, but you always must be respectful and appreciate somebody's other opinion. Self-advocacy. What is that? What do you think that is?
I don't know. The definition?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Anybody want to give a stab at it?
Something to do with yourself.
Sure. Sure. Self is me.
Yeah.
What is advocacy?
Different views of other people.
No, it means speaking on behalf or in support of another person, a place, or thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what it means is speaking up for yourself, making your own decisions about your own life, learning how to get information so you can understand things, finding out who will support you in your journey of life, knowing your rights, responsibilities, problem solving, listening and learning, reaching out to others when they need help or a friend, and learning about your self-determination. What things, after learning about that, knowing that, what comes to mind when you're talking about self-advocacy?
It's a group of people deciding or listening to somebody else's problems or how
Okay.
to solve the problem.
Or how to solve the problem, sure.
I think that.
Anybody else? Let me ask you in a different way.
Yeah.
So, what components would go into self-advocacy? Okay, if you don't know, I have 3 of them. Communication, self-esteem, and conflict resolution.
Communication. What?
Communication, self-esteem, and conflict resolution.
Okay.
Let's talk, today we're going to talk about communication, and the next 2 sessions we'll talk about the others. Communication. Let's start off with a little exercise, a little activity. So in here, I have bread, I have jam, and I have peanut butter.
Yeah.
Peanut butter jelly sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, who wants to walk me through how to...
Me.
Okay. Rania, go ahead.
You put peanut butter on one side, you put jelly on the other side, and then you put it together.
Perfect.
Right? Nope,
Yeah.
nope.
No,
Go ahead.
no. Janet, dile. Estamos en una clase.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Okay.
No, you have to open the jar,
Okay.
take out the knife, put it in the peanut butter,
Oh.
spread it on the bread.
Okay.
Communication.
That's communication.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, just on one
Just
side.
on one side?
On one side.
Okay.
One side. And then you put it down. Just
Okay.
cover the part, all of that white part.
Okay.
So pretty
All
much.
the way.
Okay.
Just cover it all. Cover the whole face. And then
What else?
you're gonna
You're going to clean your
you're
hands.
gonna open
Go
the
back to
jelly.
school
Open the
first.
jelly.
You're gonna open
Go
the
back to
jelly.
the jelly and spread the jelly over the
Spread
bread.
on the other side, the
on
other
one side of
bread.
the
On the other bread.
Just
Okay.
like you did with the peanut butter.
So use a different piece of bread?
I think we
Yes.
should have started with slice 1 and slice 2.
Okay. How would that help?
Because slice 2 would have the jelly and I would number them.
Okay. So what else could we have done differently in this assignment?
Written out instructions for you.
Why?
Well, if we don't have, what if you don't have pen and paper? How can you communicate that more effectively?
Step by step.
Okay.
In steps.
Okay.
First, you do this.
Yeah, step.
And then you go by steps.
Okay, so you see how hard it is to communicate something that you know how to do it, and conveying that to somebody else
That doesn't know how to do it.
that doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
That,
Okay.
I mean, we
That's
use
really
that in language, you know, when somebody is
Doesn't know
talking,
the language.
doesn't know the language, that's what I do.
So when you're talking about communication and being an advocate for yourself, how would that apply?
You have to explain yourself. You have to think about what you're gonna say.
You're right.
In the easiest way to say it, so they
The other
understand.
person.
Or you
Understand.
have to use TPR.
What is
The
that?
other- You know what TPR is?
No, it's fine.
It's using your hands, your gestures, your showing what
So
you have
using
in
your
your
body
hand,
to
using
communicate
your body
with
to
them.
communicate.
Okay. So you're good.
So like there, we could have showed you. You put the bread in one hand. You put the knife in one hand.
Okay.
You stick the knife
Without
in the
talking.
jar. So
Without
that would
talking,
be
you
a
just
little easier.
Okay. So when you're communicating with other people about yourself and advocating for yourself, couple classifications, if you'll come to mind. You could be strong, mean, giving, assertive, or submissive. What do you think, being strong would be? If somebody is strong other than submissive.
Speaking up for themselves.
Okay. Anybody else?
is being strong to people.
Yeah.
Yelling.
Okay. Well, wouldn't that be going under mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Not holding back.
Okay.
Being honest and truthful.
What about giving in?
Not saying anything.
Okay.
Getting discouraged.
Okay. So mean is doing something to hurt another person, their body or feelings, or using force or threats to make somebody do something they don't want to do. Okay? Giving in is going along with what somebody wants to do even though you'd rather do something else. And strong with being nice and respecting other people while standing up firmly for your beliefs and what you want to do. Okay? So when you're communicating, talking to somebody about what you want, it'd be a lot easier to be strong about it. Because what happens if you're mean or you're submissive?
You're not going to
You're not
listen
gonna
to
do
you.
it.
You're going to shut down.
Right. So how can that apply in your own lives? Anything?
Every day.
Okay, how?
When you talk to anybody.
Well, give me an example.
When you talk to your spouse.
Okay, give me a specific example.
When I tell her to do the dishes, I can either tell her nicely, or I can be mean about it.
Or you could
But
do
it turns out when I'm mean about it, she shuts down and she doesn't listen,
Okay,
and she just ignores me.
okay. So is that effective?
No,
No,
it's not effective.
not at all.
So in order to have self-advocacy, you need to communicate effectively. You have to have, what you don't want to do is be passive-aggressive about it, okay? What's passive-aggressive? No, it's the exact opposite.
Yeah, you just
That's
kind of
it.
ignore, right? I would do it, but you don't have to.
Ignore.
Well,
Not.
husband and wife.
You don't
Well,
listen.
the trash is, needs to be taken out, but you never do. You never do that anyways. Would be a passive-aggressive.
Whoa, hear that all day
No,
long.
I'm not.
Yeah. So is this
So
passive
you just
aggressive?
leave it there and let
Yeah.
somebody else.
So is
do
this
it.
passive aggressive? Like, I knew I was gonna come home and the house was gonna be done, and I'm just mad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Queen of that.
Yeah.
So you could either fight, flight,
Me.
immobilization, or submit. You fight it with anger, okay? You'd fight it, distracted, avoid it, walk away. Immobilize, the person is unable to act or make decisions, or submit. Just give in and do whatever. So out of those four, who would you guys, what do you
Fall into.
fall under? Yeah, fall into. Let's go with you.
Oh, it's me again?
Sure.
Just
Fight it, fight it, which is avoiding, immobilize, you're unable to make a decision, or submit.
What's the situation? I mean, I guess it's
Well, no,
different for every
For
situation.
instance, I'm more of a fight, but depending on the situation,
Okay.
I just kind of avoid situations.
Okay.
but-
I think I avoid too.
You avoid?
We're very
I'd rather do it myself
Okay.
than start, you know, an argument or whatever. So
shut down.
I do a lot.
Okay. And you could, another way to communicate is using I statements.
I feel.
I feel, I think, I need, instead of you. Because what will happen if you use you instead of I?
They're gonna get defensive.
Okay.
They don't listen to you. As it is, they're not listening.
Right. They shut down.
They shut down.
And they have now selective hearing, or they just don't listen at all. And that wouldn't be
There
effective
will be
communicating.
nothing out of it.
Right.
Out of that person.
Anybody else?
With what?
Have any suggestions with using I statement? What would be a good I statement?
I love you.
Okay, I hear that. I love you too.
I
But
know back to. I feel like I always take out the trash. Can you help me out?
okay, instead of you never take out the trash. Perfect.
I feel.
Okay.
I think I'm a good
You think so?
communicator.
But you don't listen.
But I don't listen. Gotcha.
But you should
So
know.
Jeff has to look at
Really?
hearing. You're okay. Gotcha.
So I go instead of I like it when you, or I don't like that when you,
I would
or I would rather
appreciate
have
it
you. Yeah, I'd appreciate it more
If you do.
if I got this from
You don't
you.
yell at me in front of
Okay.
everybody.
You
Ooh.
gotta change it now, guys.
So let's wrap this up. How can communication be used in, or effective communication be used in self-advocacy? Okay. There's no right or wrong answer. We're just having a conversation.
Be nice.
Okay.
Yeah, explaining.
Treat people with respect.
Okay.
Yeah, agreeing with whatever the other person. You put yourself in that situation too.
Would agreeing with
Agree.
somebody all the time get them to do what you
No,
want?
no.
Okay.
Agreeing, no, but sometimes the way you ask the people to do stuff for you, if they want to help, they will do it. But if they decided that, yeah, I'm not gonna do that, let her do it. She knows, she always does it.
Sure. So how do we get somebody
To change that attitude,
to, yeah, how can we help?
leaving it there.
What can we do differently to help change
Not
that
saying you.
situation?
Not putting blame.
Okay.
Not saying you.
Okay.
Delivery.
Delivery. Perfect. That sums everything up, I think.
Just the way you talk to people.
Exactly.
You can get a lot of stuff done just by the way you talk to people.
You just have to
Right.
be nice to people, and people be nice to you. But there's a lot of people that are not nice. If they just look at you and goes, "Why should I?"
Right.
And in order for that person to do it, you have to, like a child, if they don't want to go to school, they don't want to study their homework, they don't want to do their homework.
Right.
They just say, okay, you've been there telling this child, do your homework all day long, do your homework, and then they don't do it. What do a parent has to do? Sit down with him, I'll help you do your homework. Let's go, let's sit down and explain to him and be with him. That way, then he will start doing the homework because you are
So yelling doesn't work?
yelling doesn't work.
No, they don't.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
find that very effective to be nice with the kids because yelling, they shut down.
Even though they're
Yeah,
not nice.
they're
Oh,
not
of course,
listening to
Even
you.
though they're not nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not listening.
So yeah, it's all in the way you talk to them and
Delivery with everyone.
And if you show them the easiest way to do it, then they'll have to, look at it and they say, oh, okay. But you paid attention to that child. You did with him what he didn't want to do. And then later on, they'll continue and they'll do it.
Sure. All right. Well, thank you for